Hello and welcome to this lecture. And in this lecture, we will actually go ahead and we will set up the model in our project so that we can learn the concepts like pagination, sitemap, search and filtering, so on and so forth. So the very first thing which we will do is that we will go into the my site directory. And as you can see, we don't have any app over here as of now. So we only have this my site directory and we don't have any app. So let's go ahead and create that app right over here. So I'll first make sure to stop the server, and now let's go ahead and type in Django admin start app, and let's name this app as new app, which is going to be our dummy app. So now once this app is created, we can now go ahead, go into Visual Studio Code, and here as you can see we should actually have our app here. So as you can see we have new app over here. So let's go to the models.py file and let's create a dummy model right over here. So let's go ahead and type in class, and let's say we want to use this app to store movie data, that is the name of the movie and the rating of the movie. And if you want, you can actually go ahead and create the model of your own choice, but I would highly recommend you guys to stay with the course and just follow along and create the movies model. So I'll type in movies here, and this is going to inherit from models.model. So I hope you guys got the hang of it, of creating the model. So if you can, just pause the video and create the model on your own, just for practice. So I'll type in name equals, that's going to be models.carfield. The max length is going to be, let's say, 200. Then we have the rating, which is going to be a integer field, so that's going to be models dot, and instead of integer let's keep it float, so this is going to be a float field. And now once we have this model, the very first thing which you do after having a model and after creating a new app is that you go into the settings.py file of your my site, which is your main project, and in here you have to mention the app which you have just created. So I'll type in new app over here, give a comma, and you can also go ahead and type in mysite.apps.newAppsConfig, and that works as well, but this is just a simpler way of doing it. So once you go ahead and add this app, and once you have this model right here, now the next thing which we do is that we go ahead and make migrations. So you type in Python 3 manage.py make migrations, and then you type in Python 3 manage.py migrate and hit enter, and as you can see all the migrations have been now applied, which means that we actually now have a model at the back end in which we can add data. So now in order to add some dummy data, let's go ahead and create a super user. So I'll type in Python 3 manage.py create super user, and I'll keep my super user name as my name itself. The email address is some dummy email address like demo@gmail.com. Password is going to be super user, and as you can see the super user has been created. So now let's go back and log in as admin. So I'll type in Python 3 manage.py run server, and now let's go ahead, open up our browser, go to /admin, let's log in, and now let's go ahead and add in some dummy data over here. But as you can see, in order to add dummy data, we don't see our model right here, and that's because we have not registered our model into the admin site. So in order to do so, simply go to the admin.py file, import your model here. So from .models, that's going to be import, and we are going to import the model which is nothing but movies. So once we have imported that, let's register that on our admin site. So we type in admin.site.register, and let's pass in movies over here. So once you go ahead and make the change, and if you go ahead, hit refresh, as you can see, you will have the movies model right over here. So when I go ahead and click on add, as you can see, I can add a movie here. So I can type in my movie, let's say the rating is 5. Click on save. So here we have the movies object, and in order to actually have some name over here instead of just movies object 1, you can go back, and you always know what to do in such cases. You need to define a string method in here in the models class, which is in this case movies.